Hello Cancers, I'm Christy. You're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot and this is your reading for June 2024. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will resonate in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What's happening for beautiful Cancers this month ahead? Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, I'm getting self-preservation with this, and you've got Nine of Wands on the bottom, and so that's grounding that. Nine of Wands is all about protecting yourself, building a wall up to hide behind in a way. So it's really interesting that Seven of Wands, these are both very much cards of self-defense. I'm getting defense mechanisms as well, so you could find yourself using, I don't know if you have any need to, or if you're just in a habit. And in June, you're going to see it play out of you being ready to defend someone or yourself. It's just like you're used to it. You don't necessarily need to, but for some of you, I'm just getting hedgehogs come through, which is making me think you've got your like spikes out. And I'm not saying that against you, it's purely because you're used to having to have your spikes out. And I don't know if there's any need. Like, I just feel like in June, I'm seeing in particular a guy saying to you, oh no, I didn't mean that. Oh no, like I'm sorry if that came across that way. I meant this. Like, there's something where you're ready to fight. You're ready to stand up, which I actually kind of like for some reason. Maybe you've not been like that. Maybe you're like that now because in the past you didn't have the courage to stand up for yourself. So now you're like overcompensating and overdoing it. But for some reason, I'm really liking it for you either way. Like you're just, it's very powerful. Because I don't know why, I'm just seeing like a man go, oh no, sorry. Like you're scaring someone, but I don't know, I'm finding it funny. I don't think it's that heavy. What else is going on for Cancer? Two cards flipped. The High Priestess and the Knight of Wands. There is kind of, there's player energy around you. If you're single, if you're dating, there's someone that's in here for a fun time, not a long time. If that's what you're looking for, you've got it. But a lot of you aren't looking for that, obviously. With the Nine of Wands, you're protecting yourself from that. And you can intuitively feel, you can just read the room. You can just read someone like a book and know that they're not, their intentions aren't very pure, is what I feel. If you're in a relationship, you still have attention coming your way in June, and you're just like, leave me alone. It's very much silent treatment. You could be ignoring somebody's calls, messages, because you're like, they know I'm in a relationship, don't they? There's something here where you're just biting your tongue. You're not really there for the drama. You'll stand up for yourself if you must. You stand up for yourself because you're just used to it. But you're trying to stay silent. It's almost like you're trying to break a habit of standing up for yourself, of having to do that. Some of you, I'm also getting, if you're in a relationship, you are staying quiet because you want to see if someone else is going to stand up for you, and they do. Because you've got Seven of Wands and the Nine of Wands. Somebody even sticks up for you when you're not there. You just don't know it. Like, there's something very much, you can stand up for you and you don't need anybody else to do that, but this person wants to. Judgment card came out also with the King of Cups. Judgment is all about a big judgment call, a big decision, doing what you feel called to do, making sure you're doing your heart's, following your heart's desires instead of doing what people expect you to do. With the King of Cups, some of you are traveling, some of you are, I'm getting that come through, which is weird because there's no cards of travel, but in June you will be traveling, a lot of you. I'm intuitively feeling that, and it may be a big decision. It may be like, there is like, you know that this is the right thing with that Judgment card. You know you feel called to say yes to something. With the King of Cups, it's very much love energy, and I'm not necessarily saying that about a couple, about a relationship, but you have a lot of love around you in June. You have a lot of feelings of love and affection, of just your life and yourself. I just feel so much love. My voice is even going a little bit dry, like there's more love than you're used to or something in June. Three Three of Wands, Two of Swords, Five of Wands, Ace of Cups to clarify the King of Cups, which is beautiful. Like, there's more love than you're used to. There's a whole new, aces are new. There's new love to be experienced that you've not experienced. And it feels more like the emotion of it. Like that emotion of love doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. You're just feeling a lot of love around you. With the Five of Wands, I really did feel there's a decision you're making, clarified by the Five of Wands. Other people aren't going to be understanding. And you don't have to explain yourself. You should be able to say, because I want to. Like, if someone's like, why are you doing that, Cancer? Why do you want to do that? Why do you want to go there? Is that a good idea? It's almost like if you can see this from their point of view and still, like, you know where they're coming from, you understand, but you still know that you have to do something, you have to follow something, you have to try something, then all you have to say to them is, because I feel like it, because I want to, because I feel called to, because I'm not going to rest until I've just seen this. There's something you feel, there's somebody you're travelling with, there's something you're doing, and it's nobody else's business but your own. But people might be coming forward as if giving advice, and you're just going to be like, I see where you're coming from, but I want to do it, and I'm going to do it. Sorry. I really, again, it's you standing up for yourself in June. I really like this. I don't know, it's really liberating is the word I'm looking for. It's very liberating. So you obviously, a lot of you haven't had that confidence or courage to do things just because you felt like it without needing others' approval, because it's going to feel like flying. It's going to feel like, oh, I'm actually free. I'm actually free to do whatever I want. The only price I have to pay is other people's judgment. Alright, okay, cool. I really like it. Two of Swords with the Knight of Wands. There's a little bit of overthinking about a person. With the Knight of Wands, there is somebody that is, maybe they're overthinking about you, you're overthinking about them. Well, however way this goes, it's unnecessary. The reason I say it, Knight of Wands, we won't even talk about him. He doesn't deserve to be talked about. And if you're a man interested in women, there's someone around you that is not interested in you. And they're interested in passion and all that good stuff, but there's nothing grounded about this. There's nothing long term. There's nothing stable about this person. They're not going to stick around very long. So don't overthink something. Trust your initial intuitive gut senses about someone, because they're always correct. There you go, Three of Wands. Expect to clarify your intuition. Expect that you are right. Expect to trust yourself, whatever it is. Also, I feel as if, you know how I said you were going to stand up for yourself and someone's going to go, oh, I didn't mean it like that. Some of you, they actually did, which sounds really bad, but I just got that strongly. Like, you intuitively felt like somebody meant something offensively or slightly off. It's because they did. Like, I don't know, it's very specific, but they weren't expecting you to kind of like bite back. They weren't expecting you to come back at them. And so when you do, when you kind of go, huh? I can hear you, or there's something you're going to say, like, and they go, oh, I didn't mean it anything bad. They did. Like, but they just panicking because they are suddenly like, oh, you're not just going to be completely silent. Sometimes people take silence for weakness. It's almost like when people take kindness for weakness. Sometimes people think silence means you're shy or that you don't have the confidence to speak. But sometimes silence is the biggest strength, and sometimes the loudest people in the room are the most afraid. So there's something here with the High Priestess, Seven of Wands. Someone is expecting you to be quiet. Someone's expecting you not to speak. And because you are silent a lot of the time, because you don't feel the need to talk a lot, they're expecting you to sit back and just watch. And you don't. And it shocks them. It's a lot more, like I said, sometimes it's the most loud person in the room that's the most afraid. It's probably the quietest person in the room is most confident. But people don't see it that way. I really, there's something very beautiful happening for you in June. Because firstly, there's a lot happening around love. Even if you're in a relationship already, however it works, wherever you're at, there's a lot of love around you. There's a lot of liberation. And there's a lot of success. And and it's gonna feel good. Oh, the sun on the bottom of the deck. That's beautiful. Happiest card. So there is a lot to smile about in June, and I really like this. Keep standing up for yourself. Even if you're like, I don't know, some of you are questioning. Some of you feel like you're being too loud or something, but you're not. I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you feel it will, please let me know by liking and subscribing. And I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Little Tarot Tuesdays.